Hello everyone, it's Dave here, innit? Welcome to the stream. If you're watching this on YouTube, then welcome to the YouTube video as well. Why am I playing? It's not Monday. Why am I playing games? Well, I'm playing games because I've had a long week. I've had a new job this week and I'm knackered and I'm kind of zoned out. So I wanted to do something to try and chill out for an hour or so. So I thought I'd play. I thought while I'm playing, I thought I'd stream. So here I am. If anybody watches, you watch. If you don't, you don't.
Fuel skip disengaged.
I'm not expecting many people to watch this because I know, what's his name? Karash is streaming tonight. So I'm not even going to attempt to compete with him. But I'm just doing it because it's a laugh. Shits and giggles and all that. Engage jump drive.
Jumping.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
So what am I doing? As the stream title suggests, I'm going to carry on trading tonight. And we're going to try and get up to the dizzy heights of 10 million. Having bought the Vulture, I could have been there already because I've made a couple of million in the last couple of, well, not the last couple of weeks. Yeah, the last couple of weeks roughly, because I've not really played it all that often. Carried on playing a bit after the stream on Monday, and I did have a bit of a blast yesterday afternoon when I got back in from work, because I finished work ridiculously early now, which is a bit strange. Whereas I used to finish sort of 5:30 at the earliest, and more often than not between 6:30 and 7 was the time when I normally got out of actual work. Now I'm finishing at 4. It's an early start, but yeah. I've just actually remembered I needed to do something before I came upstairs. I'm just going to have to offline briefly. So I'm going to put the pause screen on briefly, which is dead annoying because I'm only just on as well, I know that. But I need to go and sort something out before I start. So I'll give you some music to play with. I'll put my pause screen on and I'll head off. I shall be back as soon as I can. What's up? Back again. Apologies for that. That's now one less thing to do before I go to bed tonight. Engage jump drive.
Engaging jump.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
One thing I will do, I mean, I'm going to get to Argyll Division. I'm going to dock, and then I'm going to have a bit of a chat about a couple of things that have been happening this week, and especially more about the newsletter and some of the content from that, because I'm kind of excited by what I'm looking at, and I like the way it looks, and I like what it's going to add to the game. And I'm also going to involve a tiny little bit of Elite Encounters updating here as well. Because yeah, the content does involve it. And I'll get things straight in my head before I actually mention it in the update on Monday. But I did want to have a quick chat about it tonight, because it's pretty cool. So once I get docked, or landed, because it's not really a docking bay, is it, or an outpost. Then we'll have a look at the newsletter. You know, Karash is doing over on his stream as well, so I'm not, as I say, I'm not trying to step on his toes, because all of my, well, currently no viewers. Aren't really going to compete, are they? As I say, not that I would try.
Docking request granted.
We found the docking bay is this time. I'm completely the wrong side of the station, aren't I? There it is. Deploy landing gear. Make you all seasick in the process.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Okay, what I'll do is I'll nip out into something else. Add a window capture. give it the window I want to capture. Starting it up would help. Just have to do. So if I make that as big as I can. Go to there. Give it a window to grab. There. That's what I wanted to have a look at. This is the image of planetary landings that was put out in the newsletter this week. I'm going to focus on sort of that bit of the screen. And this is what planetary encounters are going to look like. The newsletter went into the skimmers that were talked about in the dev update yesterday as well. So these are the first atmospheric vehicles, or atmospheric, vehicles, I suppose is the best name for them, that are going to be seen in Elite Dangerous. So you've got your SRVs, which are your ground vehicles, and these are the only flying vehicles that we've currently seen. Obviously ships themselves can fly, but these are the first dedicated atmospheric flight, or planetary environment flight, because there's no air on these non-atmospheric worlds that we can land on. But there is obviously the proximity to the ground that has to be taken into consideration for these vehicles. And it's interesting because although they've said that specifically there is no anti-grav in the Elite universe, it does seem that there is some kind of repulsor technology. Now whether these are different design of thrusters, I don't know, but the thrusters on ships are a very, very different design to what these are. Thrusters in the game have an inner turbine gizmo that spins about and does stuff, and these don't. These are actually just a hollow, what looks for all the world like the rotorcraft that we're seeing have been seen in various sci-fi films recently, including Avatar and I think Minority Report, was that one of them that had something like this in them? But yeah, this kind of twin rotor turbine type thing, but nothing in the middle. So it is obviously some kind of force field technology or repulsor technology or something. Now repulsor technology is an interesting thing because the opposite of repulsor is anti-grav. If you can push, then you can pull. So generating that kind of force may mean that there's some kind of technology involved in it that could be used for different things, including possibly anti-grav. Now bear in mind, I'm not a scientific person, or well, I am kind of scientific person, but I'm not up on the latest things like anti-gravity technologies and all that kind of stuff that boffins far cleverer than me are designing and trying to get working. But these look pretty exciting. They look like they're going to be quite a bastard to try and kill, because they're going to be floating around quite quickly by the look of it, although they are quite large. I was surprised by the revelation that they're actually remotely controlled, because what I thought to be a cockpit-like area seems to be just one big torch, big headlight basically, which is a bit of a shame because I was kind of hoping they'd be manned. They certainly seem to be big enough to handle it, a person inside there. So I think that's a bit of a letdown, because there was the part of me that was thinking, why can't these be piloted by commanders? Why can't we pilot them? Would we get the chance to do that at some point? So who knows? But yeah, that looks good. I'm quite excited by it. I think it's going to be quite a good addition to the game. It's interesting to see the inside of the cockpit and what it's going to look like. I don't think this is a particularly accurate representation of what's going to happen, because I don't think that artificial horizon's in the right place, and the vehicles that we can see on there are not shown on the scanner. So I think this is a composite image, possibly an artistic image that's had a cockpit overlay slapped over it, which is a shame. but obviously this is obviously going to represent what's going to happen in the game and what it's going to look like to some extent. It's a kind of mock-up concept art piece, but it does look very, very interesting. I do like it. Interested to see how this combat's going to work. Whether vehicle-mounted weapons are going to be gimbal-mounted, or if the gimbal is going to be more mobile than your average ship, or they're going to be little turrets. Interesting to know. Now, obviously, the main thing that I need to work out from this is how this is going to translate into the RPG. So, looking at several things on there, we have repulsor lift technology, or force field based technology anyway. Because the more I look at it, the more it seems to be very similar to the force fields on the front of the docking bays work on space stations. So it could be force field based, and obviously the force being used to push the vessel up and then forward as well. Yeah, so that's a kind of propulsive method I haven't considered in the vehicle rules or the vehicle descriptions or anything like that. Obviously these drone designs are going to have to get put into the RPG at some point. That could be before release. Well, it should be before release. I do intend to try and put everything that Frontier have put into the game into the RPG on its release date. And believe it or not, this is actually kind of a minor thing to add, because it shouldn't take that long to do. It's just a matter of working out what the stats for it will be. The actual propulsive method doesn't really matter. Having a graphic to show is more important than worrying about what the technologies are going to be for it. So having something to look at on there is nice. Having something to look at in the concept art that was in the update is also very nice. But as I say, I'm not overly bothered by the different methods and stuff that can go on. So yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be a fairly good addition to the game, to the RPG as well. Is it going to affect the writing of the RPG much? Probably not, because once the concept's in place for the vehicles, these would be classed as flying vehicles. So they'd be aircraft more than anything else. Even though there is no air, they will still be classed as aircraft, because there's still gravity, obviously. There may be no atmosphere, but there is definitely gravity. So the interesting to read in the update about the different sort of weapons loadout that each vehicle has. So it's going to be interesting to put that into the game and have different options for the loadouts for each of the drones that's in there. I'm waiting to see if we can get a look at what all the different drones will look like before release. I don't want to put things off as far as saying that things will get done when Horizons comes out. I don't want to stretch things that far. There is a small part of me, even though things are actually dragging to a halt right now, what with the new job and everything as far as the RPG is concerned, it is going to get pushed out towards the new year now, which I am not happy about. The progress I've made this year on this game is ridiculously small, and I am extremely pissed off about it. I'm hoping now that the new job is kicking in, that my personal situation is a little bit better, that hopefully I'll be able to focus more on the game and get it sorted and get it finished without all these stupid delays that have been kicking off. If I can get some focus back, finishing earlier in the day is going to be a good thing, because it means I'm going to have a lot more time sort of in the early evening, late afternoon, whatever you want to call it, to do a couple of more things and get them out of the way before I can settle down to get some RPGing done. Either that, or I'll get the RPGing done, get some work done in the afternoon rather than wait until the evening when I'm starting to get tired. It's hopefully going to give me that little bit of an energy boost, or that little bit of a kick to be able to get things going. So yeah, so that was what I wanted to really say. I'm quite excited about Horizons. I'm excited about this new update. I'm excited about what's going to be happening soon. And I'm just looking forward to the whole damn thing, really. So yeah, good stuff ahead. Looking forward to it a great deal. That was pretty much the point of doing tonight's update, or tonight's video stream, was to try and get a bit of that out there and see where we're going with it. And I'll deal with it more when it comes time for doing the Elite Encounters update on Monday. I'll give me some time for it to all sink in and just try and work out a plan for how I'm going to get things done. So, but I am I am excited
At maximum capacity.
quite a bit at the fact that we're getting a lot of content that's outside the stuff we've seen before, and it does mean that there's going to be a lot more things actually in the RPG. That are going to be conceptually similar to what's in the role-playing game, in the computer game, sorry. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I think it's going to be quite exciting stuff. Now, what was I doing? Panorama map. Exit. I filled up my fuel tank, didn't I? Launch.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
Raise landing gear.
Gear coming up.
Boost. Boost.
Afterburner engines.
Ooh, something caught in my throat there. Edarin! Hello mate, how you doing? Welcome to a random impromptu unplanned stream. My goodness, the week. Huh? Engage jump drive.
Engaging jump.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
How have you been? How have you had a week? How have you had a week? What the hell am I talking about? How have you been? What sort of week have you had? There you go. Yeah, weekend. Woo! I've actually got a weekend pretty much off this weekend. I'm taking my lovely wife out somewhere tomorrow because she's been stuck in the house all week because her carer's been off all week and is currently in hospital, which isn't great. Still waiting to find out what the hell's wrong with her and what they're going to do. So she's bricking it. But obviously it's left my wife with very little in the way of care all week, so... And I couldn't do anything about it. I couldn't take any time off because I just started a new job. So it's not the sort of thing you want to be doing in your first week. Is it? Oh, my wife's ill, so I need to stay off. No. Engage jump drive.
Engaging jump drive.
So, yeah, I'm going to try and do something fun tomorrow. Get out and about. Do a bit of stuff. Shopping probably, but we can't afford.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Apologise for that noise. Been trying to work out what the hell is stuck at the back of my throat. White. Engage jump drive.
Jumping.
Space engineers. I've heard that's really quite good. I've been kind of wanting to have a look at it, but haven't
4, 3,
I haven't had the time.
1. Engage.
But it does sound pretty good. Thinking about maybe doing a couple of different games on the stream at some point. Thinking maybe for a couple of weeks while I'm settling into doing stuff. What was that say? Oh dear, I'm going to get jumped in a second, aren't I? You made a conda and oh, you made an anaconda and space engineers. Oh, awesome. Oh wow, you got any screenshots of that? That'd be cool. That'd be well cool. Yeah, I had a feel that was happening. Burst.
Afterburners maxing engines.
Burst.
Under attack.
Afterburners engaged.
Damn, this guy's actually quite good. Burst.
Afterburners engaged.
Burst.
Afterburners maxing engines.
Burst.
Afterburners.
Burst.
Afterburners engaged.
I have. Oh, come on.
Ready to engage.
What the hell? Burst.
Afterburners maxing engines.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Warning, temperature critical. Warning, temperature critical.
Power to systems.
Max systems.
Burst.
Afterburners engaged.
Under attack.
Burst.
Afterburners.
Docking request granted. Warning, landing gear not deployed.
What the fuck?
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
What the buggering fuck was all that about then? The line with a trajectory that wasn't there happens sometimes. Really? So that's actually something that happens before. That was just not funny in the slightest. Not a happy bunny. Well, that was a close one. If I've lost my cargo, I'm going to be so fucking annoyed. No, I've still got the cargo, that's fine. That's fine, that's okay. Can deal with that. Is it a bug? Is it a known bug then? Is it something that's happened before? Something that happens a lot? Because that's pretty crap. You're flying about in a ship that doesn't have any weapons, trying to do some trading, and then you get interdicted. Fair enough, you expect to get interdicted. You expect to get somebody who happens to be quite good. But then when you almost die because the game can't work out where the fuck it's going, that's not on. There would have been a strongly worded letter to Frontier about that if I'd lost my cargo there. I would have, yeah. That would have been hashtag rage quit. Well, 5 million, that's fine, I'm happy with that. I'm quite tempted to dock, buy a Cobra, run out and shoot that fucker. Yeah, he's buggered off, isn't he? Make me wonder whether it's maybe worthwhile grabbing some decent weaponry on this thing. I'm just seeing if I can stick it off myself now and again. I'm quite annoyed about that. Quite annoyed. Oh dear. Dirty buggers. I'm going to grab me some silver to take back to Orang. Authenticating transaction.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Wow. I am trying at the minute to calm down, because that was quite scary. I was nearly trying to take my bloody tablets when that happened as well. That just proves that I can get a bit blasé about it. Incidentally, welcome to the stream, Kmager, and thank you for the host. Most appreciated. Thank you very much for popping by. How are you doing? Yeah, well, that's one of the reasons why I try and get away from the sun as quickly as I can when I get into a system, unless I'm refueling. It's also one of the reasons why I try not to refuel if I have a cargo hold full of stuff. Because I hate getting interdicted by the sun. Not by the sun, but near the sun, you know what I mean? But no, I'm not happy with that. That was unpleasant. Unpleasant. Not happy. Anyway, enough moaning.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Frameshift charge detected.
Raise landing gear.
Landing modules already retracted.
Son of a bitch is still hanging round, isn't he? No, it won't be because I'm. That's all friendly stuff, the yellow stuff, now, isn't it? Because I've now obviously got a good relationship with this station. Because I've been trading with them a shitload. Target.
Locking onto target.
Yeah, so yellow things are happy. Target.
Targeting.
How's it hanging, Cell? Yeah, I'm hanging slightly to the left, like normal. It's going good, going good. Your auto host did indeed go through, because I don't know if it was automatic or not, but I did get a message up saying that you're hosting me. So that's quite cool. So let's get myself back on target here. A new bot. Well, the excitement never stops at the Majera household.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Off out. Oh, exciting. Friday night on the town. And there's me stuck here in front of a computer playing games. It's not very fair. But it is a life I am happy with, so I don't care. I think I may have to make a highlight out of that little bit of combat, then just leave it there for Frontier to see. Tell them that there's something not quite right. Minor league hockey game. It's still something. Still something interesting. Boxing on ice. Now boxing's tame compared to hockey, isn't it?
3, 2, 1. Engage.
At least with boxing you haven't got the chance to take a 20-metre run up to somebody before you smack him one. With a stick. Engage jump drive.
Preparing for jump.
No, indeed they don't. And it would be a bad thing to have blades in boxing. Wouldn't be brain damage to be worrying about, would it?
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Could somebody please retrieve my nose? Ow. My autopilot. So it would seem, according to Mr. Edarin up there, apparently this is something that's happened before. and reported a few times that just you seem to lock onto something weird that you can't get onto. I'm just wondering whether unlocking that location and then relocking it might have solved the problem. But it just seems to want to send you off in a random direction that you can't see. And I'm too busy talking, and I've loop of shamed again. Power to engines. Yeah, first time for me. If it's something that's going to happen regularly, then I'm not exactly going to be very happy about it, because that was too close for comfort, to be honest with you. Far too close for comfort. And for it to be a bug, well, bounce me with a sports strut of a habitation, right? I have to admit, it's a very tenacious pirate though. Not only did he jump with me, but actually came after me into the space station area. So I've not seen that happen before. Is that something that's new for 1.4? Bastard pirates. Deploy landing gear.
Gear down.
So I'll tell you something, the way this game's going, if it's it's an NPC, I'm in a private group, Edrin. I think someone asked if I was in open play, but no, I'm not. I'm in a private group.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
That's it, 600 credits. Well, that's lying then. Meh. Slavery.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Fair enough, I mean, making the AI harder isn't going to solve the problem, because elites always want a challenge. They're always going to defeat the AI no matter what, because you'll find a pattern in the way the AIs work. What should be happening is they should be balancing it for different levels of the game. So, like they used to do in the original Elite, where the higher rank you got, okay, the ships didn't get any better, the AI didn't change, but more of them came at you. Why isn't it balanced like that? Why are they sending rock hard AIs after you when you're just in a Type 6 that's got basically no chance of escape? Fair enough, give the elites a challenge. Throw something else at them. Throw fleets of people at them. Throw pirates and wings at them, for fuck's sake. Don't make the AI harder so that people who are only playing the game for fun, trying to make a bit of money and not doing the combat shit and don't want to do the combat shit, can actually play the game without losing their fucking ships all the time. It's ridiculous. I don't think it's a good idea, and if they're going to do that, then people are going to stop playing the game.
Released. Engines engaged.
Yeah, and hazardous sites, fair enough. I'm not in a hazardous site, I'm doing a trade run. I don't want rock hard elite AIs after me when I'm doing a trade run. I wanted it to have a damn chance of doing something in the game and making some money without all this shit happening. Raise landing gear. Raise landing gear. Fuck off. I know it wasn't an elite, but what it was a very tenacious bugger who was going to come after me no matter what. Which is fair enough. If that's the way the AIs are going to go, then fine. This bug worries me. But this concept of making the AIs harder because people want a challenge, well, I don't want a challenge. I want to play the game I've been playing for the last year. I don't want to be playing something that I can't play.
3, 2, 1, engage.
What I've actually found recently is that all these combat sites, every single type of combat site that's out there, is too hard for me to play in. I'll go to anything other than a
Fuel scooping.
anything other than a, what do you call it, nav beacon, and I've got no chance to fight anyone. Because everything I try and do... Oh, they're making the elite AI more challenging. Oh, I see, right. So they're not making all the AIs more challenging, because the release notes I've read seem to hint that they're making all of the AI challenging. They've upgraded and refined every level of AI. But if it's just the elite ones, then fair enough, that's fine. But then there should be a lower chance, a very, very low chance, of middle ranking, especially harmless or mostly harmless pilots. Oh shit. But there's no point in doing that either, is there? So. Boost.
Afterburners maxing engines.
Under attack.
Boost.
Afterburners engaged.
Boost.
Afterburners maxing engines.
Boost.
Afterburners.
Boost.
Afterburners.
Boost.
Afterburners maxing engines.
Boost.
Afterburners engaged.
Boost.
Afterburners engaged.
Boost.
Afterburners.
Boost.
Afterburners engaged.
Oh.
Ready to engage.
Boost.
Afterburners.
Boost.
Afterburners maxing engines.
Boost.
Afterburners engaged.
Boost.
Afterburners.
Boost.
Afterburners engaged.
Boost.
Afterburners maxing engines.
Boost.
Afterburners engaged.
Boost.
Afterburners maxing engines.
Engage supercruise.
Preparing for supercruise.
Engage supercruise.
Charging supercruise drive.
Cannot comply.
Engage supercruise.
Canopy compromised.
Charging supercruise drive.
Boost.
Afterburners.
Boost.
Afterburners.
Boost.
Afterburners maxing engines.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Warning, temperature critical. Warning, temperature critical. Four, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
No, I'm not using flight assist off. Hi, China's Geek.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
I just need to hope that bastard doesn't trap my hyperdrive. And I don't find anyone else on the bloody way here. Well, there's a little indicator that says flight assist off, and the flight assist off icon isn't on, so I'm not in flight assist off. Definitely not. Adrian was saying that has happened before with people. Something I'm going to have to report though, because I'm not going to play anymore. If that's going to happen, I'm not going to play anymore. Because I'm not going to take the risk of losing 1.4 million credits because of a bug. I'm not taking the risk. Thought I'd come on, have a bit of fun. I'm not enjoying myself because that's happened to me twice now where I can't actually get away from someone. I play a game to enjoy myself. I don't play a game to get pissed off by the fact that it's not going to let me actually do what I want to do. Sorry if that sounds a bit thingy, a bit off, or a bit entitled or shit like that, but I play to relax. I play a game to relax and chill out. I don't play a game to get stressed by the fact I'm going to get fucking killed and lose everything I've tried to work for in it.
Docking request granted.
Deploy landing gear. Yeah, I saw about that in the Twitter feed today about the not being allowed to explore. It's a bit of a bugger. Essentially what they've done with 1.4 is they've broken the bloody game, haven't they? They fucked it up completely. Oh, scans fail. Yeah, they scan all the time. They fail all the time. Have you seen that? Imperial slaves produced by Agriculturale. It's not supposed to be agricultural. Is that a spelling mistake or is that a company name? No, it's not. It's supposed to be agricultural, isn't it? What fucking dyslexic twat did that? Yeah, I'm in a bad mood now. See, I'm quite annoyed. I am, because that is nearly twice now I've nearly lost my cargo because of a bug. Not having it. So I'm not going to play this anymore because I'm going to be pissed off for the rest of the session now. So I'm going to go. It's going to colour. It's coloured my entire session now. So it's not fixed this 10% credit, this 10 credit bug yet either. Thought that was supposed to get fixed in beta. Yeah, getting a job at Frontier Proofreading, somebody needs to fucking do it because no one is doing it there at the minute. That's ridiculous. I mean, in the newsletter and in the news feeds today, they just have fucking typos in the newsletter. Even in the Galnet updates, they can't even fucking spell. You'd think that having the amount of resources they've got, they'd at least spend 10 minutes reading what they fucking wrote. Yeah, I'm annoyed now. Pissed off. I am going to go. I'm going to play a decent, not broken fucking game. And then I'm going to send a few emails. I might actually see if I can have a quick word with Dan Grubb tonight about something to do with Fantasticon. If not, I'll grab him tomorrow. And then I'm going to bed. I'm actually going to watch a film actually. I'm going to watch a film with the wifey. That'll be much more fun than getting my ass kicked by NPCs. Not a happy bunny. So I apologise for the amount of crap that you've had to put up with and me getting pissed off during the session. But thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate your custom for the last, well, hour or so. Been an hour or so, maybe a bit longer, don't know. Very much appreciated. Thanks, by the way, from the giveaway from the trial stream. You're welcome, mate. Are you one of the ones I have to post stuff to? If so, then yeah, I'll get on it as soon as I can. If not, then I hope you enjoyed the electronic thing you got. Yay! But you're very, very welcome anyway. That's what the whole giveaway thing's about. You don't have to thank me. That's why they're called giveaways. Just give it away, because we can't sell them. La. Right, okay. On that note, I'm going to go and be pissed off elsewhere. Yeah, you were one of the ones that won a book, weren't you? Or audio novel or something like that. So yeah, congratulations on that. Hope you enjoy it. But hopefully, if I remember rightly, you're going to Fantasticon, aren't you? So if so, then I hope to see you there. Yay! And that's why you're awesome, Chiana's Geek, because you don't have to thank, but you do. So that's what makes it worthwhile. Anyway, I appreciate your time. Thank you, guys. Have fun at hockey, Kane. Have fun at whatever you're doing, Edorin, and have fun, Chiana's Geek. And I'll see you probably on Monday when I do the proper post. Oh, hang on, I'm gonna ban that bot thing first. N2. Awesome. Yeah, so take care, chaps. See you around. See you Monday. Love you all.